We're still here at the Paco Arena, the site of our men's volleyball quarterfinal competition here at the vleague 2022 Collegiate Challenge. And we are set to make more volleyball history as we check out our matches for today. Kanina po, nanalo ang Enyo in straight sets over San Beda. And our match at hand will be UPHSD Altas against the Arellano University Chiefs. Our third game is the old rivalry between the Ateneo Blue Eagles and De La Salle Green Spikers. And closing up our quadruple header will be the FEU Tamaraos against the UST Golden Tigresses. Good afternoon, everyone. Great to have you with us. May masarap po yung inyong mga tanghalian ngayong araw na ito. At magdadala po kami ng masarap na volleyball action para po sa inyo. Lawrence Fernandez together with Marge Teada. And Marge, our second game of our quadruple header, all NCAA affair between UPHSD Altas and the Arellano University Chiefs.
So this is gonna be an interesting match kasi we see how good these teams have been playing for the past itong league na to. So let's see if this is a good matchup.
Yeah,
you know.
Pag-usapan natin muna itong Altas ng Perpetual Help System Dalta. They have a 4-1 record in Pool B, but they finished in second place because despite having the same record with Ateneo at 4-1, mas maraming puntos itong Blue Eagles. But even though they suffered their only loss against San Beda in one of their games in pool play, they bounced back with a straight sets win against San Sebastian Recoletos. At isa sa mga gumawa doon sa larong yun is Louie Ramirez. Gaano kalaga yung presensya ng isang matatag na kapitan like a Louie Ramirez for Perpetual?
Well, for having itong one of the trusted players like Louie Ramirez, no, it's an up for his teammates kasi his teammates have someone to look up to. And, in times na pag medyo nawawala sila, it pays that Louie Ramirez is there, he's composed, and, to just rally up his teammates again.
At speaking of rallying his troops, isa sa mga player na wala noong huling laro nila against San Sebastian, itong si Hero Austria. Played in another tournament, but he's averaging 13.2 points per game. At itong tandem ni Ramirez and Austria will be a big factor for Perpetual if they are to make it to the semifinals.
And it's interesting na even without Hero Austria from the last game, they were able to dominate that game. And let's see how Perpetual will play out this game na especially we have Hero Austria present today.
Yeah, kung ang Perpetual may Louie Ramirez, samantala sa panig naman ng Arellano Chiefs, we have Carl Berdal leading the way for the squad, averaging 17.8 points per game. And he had 18 against Adamson. Ano yung kailangan pang dalhin ni Carl Berdal to be able to bring Arellano over Perpetual?
Well, aside from his hitting prowess, I guess his court character is what he should share towards his teammates. Kasi, syempre, it's Carl Berdal and we know of what of a character of a player he is when he plays.
So aside from Carl Berdal, syempre pag-usapan din natin yung nagbibigay ng bola sa kanya and the one distributing the ball to the hitters of Arellano, talking about Adi Villados. Back-to-back players of the game lamang po itong si Adi Villados. So that's a big deal on the part of the Chiefs. Gaano ka-importante or gaano ka-dali ang volleyball kung meron kang steady setter na katulad ng isang Adi Villados?
Well, if you're a hitter of Adi Villados, syempre, it's a good thing for us hitters kasi we have a really steady setter and he would really make a way and give the ball to you na you're able to hit it, na you don't have to think much about how you're gonna hit it.
And especially galing kay Coach Sherwin Meneses na dati ring setter, so he has a spring well of wisdom as far as setting is concerned, talking about Adi Villados. So when we return, will it be the Altas, will it be the Chiefs? Stay tuned, we will be back with more volleyball. This is the vleague.
Presenting the officials for this match, our first referee is Mr. Joven Racelis, National Referee. Our second referee is Mr. Giovanni Paulo Vargas, National Referee. Let's now call on the starters first for the University of Perpetual Help, Altas. Opposite spiker number 4, Joshua Zareño. Middle blocker number 5, Kael Medalla. Middle blocker number 6, Casey Andrade. Starting setters number 11, JC Narciso. Outside spiker team captain number 14, Louis Ramirez. Outside spiker number 19, Hero Austria. And their starting libero is number 18, Philip Pepito. Their head coach is Sammy Acailar. Calling now the starters of the Arellano University Chiefs. Outside spiker number 2, AC Ginto. Outside spiker number 5, Carl Berdal. Starting setters number 6, Adrian Villados. Middle blocker team captain number 8, Jethro Cabillan. Outside spiker number 13, Kem Tan. And their middle blockers number 16, Ezekiel Orpilla. Starting libero is number 11, Joshua Datu. Their head coach is Sherwin Meneses.
Checking out the starters for the Perpetual Altas, we have JC Narciso, setter, Hero Austria, and Louis Ramirez, their open hitters. Middle blocker, Michael Medalla, and also Casey Andrade. Middle blocker, Joshua Sereno, their opposite, and their starting libero is John Philip Pepito. On the other hand, starting for Arellano, we have Kim Vincent Tan, Arman Clarence Ginto, Jasper Cabillan, their team captain, Ezekiel Orpilla, Carl Justin Berdal, Adrian Villados, and starting libero is Joshua Datu. This is the second match of 4 quarterfinals matches for the vleague Men's Volleyball Collegiate Challenge 2022. The winner goes to the semifinals while the loser goes to the classification phase. So this is the beauty of the tournament that we have, Marge. Even though you started from the 4th seed or a lower seed, one win, one good game can push you through the semifinals.
Yes, and that's the thing about knockout games, no? It doesn't matter if you're rank 1 of the other pool. If you lose this match, you go back, you go down, no?
Yeah,
ranks.
basically reset tayo, and we welcome you
Yes.
to set number 1. Maagang panimula by Perpetual, but that was blocked by Arellano. And Narciso backs it to Austria.
Wow,
And
powerful
welcome
hit.
back, Hero Austria. Yeah, let's check it out one more time. Back set by Narciso. And strong hit by Austria. Very timely din, March,
yes.
yung pagbabalik nitong si Hero Austria,
Yes.
especially here in the quarterfinals. Ano yung nagagawa ng pagbabalik ni Hero Austria sa opensa ng Perpetual?
Well, for one, no, especially that Hero Austria is one of the leading scorers of Perpetual. It's a big boost, no, sa attacks ng on Perpetual side.
Kaya naman itong Altas having a quick 2-0 advantage against the Chiefs. Perpetual wearing the white uniform, Arellano wearing the blue ones. Tan with an attack.
Good attack by Tan. Nakabawi na siya from his previous attack error.
Oo nga, bawi ka agad.
Yes. And that's a good thing na nakakabawi siya kaagad instead na we talked about this before, no, na itong si Adi Villados, if you commit a mistake on the first run, he gives you the ball again, making sure na you commit the point.
Hindi na hinahayaang
Yes.
tumagal. No? Meanwhile, Ramirez, hindi tumagal bago nagpakilala si Louis Ramirez in
Yes.
this game, finding that corner pocket of Zone 5. Free serving 1 in favor of Perpetual. On deck to serve is Michael Medalla, also known as Kael. Middle blocker for the Altas. Good serve.
Good pass.
Good pass by Datu. Back set to Tan.
But that sails out. Good angle though.
Yeah. Difficult angle at that. Tried by Tan. But if he can find more success with that
Yes.
attack, they will be in good shape against Perpetual.
And probably a little more wrist action on his part.
Baka sinusukat pa ni Tan early in this game. Let's see if as the game progresses, magiging
Good pass.
successful din yung ganyang atake niya. Villados to Bernal!
Wow! You have to give it to Villados, no? Pa-over-received na yung bola and he was still able to set it beautifully kay Carl Berdal.
Yeah, presence of mind on the part of the veteran setter,
Yes.
Adrian Villados. Aside from setting it well, kailangan niyang bantayan din na hindi siya tatama sa net.
Yes.
Oo.
But feel ko naman kaya niya i-control yung katawan niya given na he is pretty fit. He's pretty lean.
Samantala sa panig na yon ng Arellano, a service error on the part of Orpilla gives Perpetual its 5th point. So it's now 5-2. On deck to serve is Joshua Sereno. Naglaro yan sa Perpetual Juniors, so angat lang siya into the seniors. Berdal this time!
Berdal again. Oh, but that goes out.
Oh, wide left.
In the previous game, no? Usually talaga yung zone 1 ang tina-target ni Berdal.
Yes. Inuuna niya yan eh.
Yes.
To get his rhythm going. Aside from the cross-court hit that he had earlier.
That's a difficult angle kasi for a setter.
It also
to
keeps
get
the
the ball.
defense honest kapag nakakapalo siya dyan, nakakapasok siya ng mga bola dyan.
Yes.
Ayun nga, service error naman din sa panig ng Perpetual is 3 serving 6 with Kim Vincent Tan on deck to serve.
Good
Looper
serve.
of a serve.
Good pass.
Diretso kay Austria, Ramirez. What was received by Tan. Villados to Berdal. Soft tip.
Wow.
Not saved.
You can see, no, itong Perpetual, they were waiting for a hard hit coming from Berdal. And good vision for Berdal na nakita niya na lahat naka-atras sa defense ng Perpetual.
Yeah, perfect adjustment on the part of the leading scorer of Arellano, Carl Berdal. Meanwhile,
but
strong
that
serve
sails
by
out.
Tan. Sobrang lakas nga lang ng kanyang service doon. And that's one too many service errors already for Arellano early in this match. That's something that they have to avoid or limit if they are to stand a chance against Perpetual in this game. Louis Ramirez this time with a jump serve. Mahaba din.
It's an exchange of service errors coming from both teams.
Mukhang nagsusukatan pa yung parehong team in terms of
Pero
services.
usually naman talaga sa first set na yung mga first services talagang lumalabas at lumalabas. And it's not just this game. It's also like the first game din kanina.
Siguro pag medyo napagod na, mapasok na yung serve.
Yes. Good adjust there by Kim Tan.
Yeah, indeed. No. Nakita niya na single blocker and he made the necessary adjustment in mid-air. Talking about Kim Tan. At isa na lang yung kalamangan ng Perpetual. So it's 6-7. Carl Berdal serving for the Chiefs.
Good serve.
Pepito, first ball. And Narciso, middle attack. No go. Villados, dinala kay Ginto. Nag-adjust pa si Ginto.
Medyo nabitin yung set ni Villados kay Ginto.
And that miscommunication brings us to our first technical timeout of set 1. Perpetual ahead by 2, 8-6.
Welcome back to the Paco Arena. This is still the vleague 2022 Collegiate Challenge, and we are still bringing you this matchup between Arellano and Perpetual. After a good showing in the elimination round, this game is a hard reset for Coach Sammy Acailar and the Perpetual squad. And after almost sweeping their pool, Coach reminds them that this is a brand new ball game and a very crucial one at that. Sabi nga ni Coach na pag nanalo, dagdagan pa ang skills, at pag natalo, dagdagan pa ito lalo. He reminds them that all of the lessons learned over the past 5 games should be embedded in the boys already, and they hope to bring this to the court. At sabi nga niya, mula mukha at tindig pa lang, dapat wala ng pagod at mukhang gusto ng manalo. Lawrence and Marge?
Yeah, maraming salamat Megan Cabrera for that update. And Coach Sammy Acailar sensing the urgency of this game kasi nakatayo na siya sa sideline ngayon eh. He knows that this is of big importance, but to his credit, regardless of the result, ang sinasabi niya ay wala namang natatalo talaga, natututo ka lang eventually.
Yes. And it's up to the players then if, they're gonna take in whatever the result this game is going to have.
Yeah, meanwhile, just at the net, won by Arellano, pero makakasubok ang Perpetual ng atake. Back row attack by Ramirez, no. Villado sends it to Ginto, but that was received by Pepito. And Narciso, back row attack again. Ramirez soft tip. Nice save on the part of Cabillan. And Narciso, middle. Oh, nice fake. But
Good dig.
good dig on the part of the Chiefs. And the rally continues. And Narciso, one more time to Austria. Nice
Ball
dig
is still
again
alive.
by
Good rally.
Quintan. Joust won by Perpetual. Berdal doing the setting to Ginto, no. Second ball, Villados. Ginto ulit. Atake.
Oh,
Ginto muffs that attempt.
yes. Hindi na siya masyado nakalabas to make a good approach.
Meanwhile, there's a change in the floor for Arellano. 9-7
pass.
is the count. Ginto, another attack. Mababa pa rin.
Yes.
Could it be his approach? Could it be his distance from the net? That's why he's having trouble attacking.
I think it was more of he tried to veer his attack away from the blockers. Yung nga lang masyado niyang, how do I say that? Masyado niyang trinay na ilayo na it wasn't successful going in.
This time, third try for Ginto, but Pepito was there waiting. Zareno, no. Dug by Berdal. Si Tan naman ang susubok ngayon, but Pepito was there for the dig. And Narciso, back row attack. Ramirez, strong attack, but nice save by Berdal. Ginto, tapped by Orpilla, still go. And Austria with an attack. Naguluhan na yung
Yes.
Arellano dun sa sequence na yun, kaya nawalan na ng blocker.
Wala ng blocker.
Orpilla tried to give chase, pero nahuli siya dun sa atake na yun ng
Yes.
Austria. And with that mad scramble, Coach Sherwin Meneses will press for time. 11-7 is the count. Perpetual ahead by 4.
Pumesto na kayo dun sa position nyo. Diba? Kung medyo alanganin yung kukuha ng second ball, si Ade, magsalita ako, akin na. Tumataas yung bola, hindi natin ma-counter. Relax ka lang dyan. Pag wala sa ayos yung set, 50 balls, 50% lang. Ha? Okay, receive na lang ulit tayo. Receive, ha? Sige, triangle na lang. Let's go.
So there we have Coach Sherwin reminding his attackers na, when the ball is a break ball, adjust na lang na not to try so much, to hitting it hard, just to avoid committing errors.
Maybe that's what AC Ginto has been trying. That's why he had
Yes.
successive attack errors. At nabanggit mo nga rin kanina,
Yeah.
there's something going on with the wrist nitong si AC Ginto. He was trying to nurse something.
Yes.
But that time, his attack was good, but Ramirez was there for the dig. Villados for the first ball. Datu, Ginto will try once more. Ramirez was once there again. Middle attack by Medalla, still no go. Babalik sila kay Ginto, block!
That goes out.
Nice adjustment on the part of
Yes.
Ginto.
Oo.
This time, successful si AC Ginto on that attack after multiple tries. Kanina nakita natin yan before the game. His thumb was
Yeah,
bleeding.
he was
Ito
bleeding.
Si Ginto, he was looking for
A
the medic.
medic.
And I guess he looks good so
Oh, that
far in
goes
this
out.
game. Kaya lang that service by Villados doesn't look good on the part of Arellano. 12 serving 8. Hero Austria, the hero of the game against FEU during the opener of the V-League. Wherein he had that magical fifth set. Kaya lang,
Good
no
read.
magic on that part of
Yeah.
his service error.
Good read there by Datu.
It's been one too many service errors in set number 1.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before those sets will come in. But who will take advantage when it
Yes.
does? Will it be Perpetual or Arellano? 9 serving 12. Ginto with the
Ooh,
serve.
Good serve.
Nandun pa si Narciso to receive that. Meanwhile, Zareno with a successful attack. Napapektus ni Zareno yung bola
Oo
doon sa
nga
net eh. Binawian niya si Ginto kasi yung serve ni Ginto.
Tumama dun
Tumama
sa
rin
taas
sa
ng
net. So sabi ni Zareno, ako din, kaya ko yan.
I'll use the net also.
Oo, net is a friend, sabi niya. May atake na yun ni Orpilla was received. Oh, adjustment in mid-air. Pero masisave pa ba ng Arellano? No.
No.
Presence of mind on the part of Sereno there.
Yes.
So far, a Perpetual rather is doing better in the middle part of set number 1. What has been working in their part, that's why they have this 5-point advantage.
So far, ang ganda ng attacks nitong Perpetual, and nakita mo din yung speed ng attacks nila na napapansin mo yung blockers ng Arellano medyo nahihirapan humabol.
Yeah, the tempo by which Narciso is developing the play has been doing wonders on the part of the Altas. And here he is again with that attack but was blocked. Narciso 1-2. Pero nandun si Cabillan. Fake by Cabillan to Berdal, but Austria was there waiting for the dig. And Narciso sets it. Ramirez.
That goes out.
Malakas yung palo ni Louie Ramirez.
Lacking also spin. Masyadong flat ball yung palo ni Ramirez doon.
Kaya naman hindi niya na nahagip yung court ng Arellano doon. Masyadong malakas yung palo ng team captain ng Perpetual, Louie Ramirez. 11 serving 14. Ramirez susubok ulit. This time, block touch is good.
No one was left behind sa defense ng Arellano. They could have still gotten that. You know, ang taas ng bola eh.
Yeah, at yun nga yung sinasabi ni Coach Chami kay Louie Ramirez, wrist action yung sinasabi niya on the sideline. And that time, he was able to get a point for the Altas.
Good pass.
Combination play.
Good combination play coming from Arellano.
It would take more than
Yes.
more plays like those to be able to overhaul his lead. But check it out on that replay. Nice fake by Cabillan.
Yes.
Yan, naiwan na yung blockers ng Perpetual doon.
And it's those combination plays that worked out for them when yung match nila against Adamson.
Yeah, indeed. Meanwhile, Ramirez.
Wow! Powerful attack.
Galit na palo ni Louie Ramirez. Dumadagundong. And we go to our second technical timeout. Perpetual still up by 4, 16-12. As we look forward ahead to our games on Friday, dito pa rin po yan sa Paco Arena. First 2 games, Women's Division, San Beda against FEU and San Sebastian against UST. And the last 2 games will be in the Men's Division. Will be Adamson against San Sebastian and UP against College of St. Benil. These are all classification games on Friday, November 18, 2022. Still live here at the Paco Arena. But if you can't come to the Paco Arena, you can still watch the games through the vleague website, vleague.ph, and also the Facebook page of the vleague. Just search the vleague on Facebook and you will be able to access our games. In the meantime, back to action.
Good
16-12. Berdal with an attack, but Pepito was there waiting. Meanwhile, Zidato naman with a dig. Villado sends it cross court to Berdal. A nice dig also on the part of Ramirez. Pepito to Austria.
Oh, and that hits the line.
Clipping the corner of zone 1,
Yes.
Hero Austria.
Kim Tan thought it was out, but then, our linesmen are just too keen on that.
Yeah, check it out one more time. Mukhang saktong-sakto dun sa linya yung bola na yun from Hero Austria. 17 serving 12, sharp
Good
serve
pass.
by Ramirez. Back row attack, Tan through the block but was saved. Easy over by Pepito. Villados goes to Berdal with an attack.
Net violation called in Perpetual.
Oo, mukhang si
Oo.
Narciso, the guilty party. Yun sa net touch na yon.
Oo.
So reset ang Perpetual, but Arellano still has serve Berdal on the service line. Kanina si Berdal, nakikita pa natin, nagti-TikTok eh. No? Baka yun yung pre-game routine niya, that's why he's doing wonders in this tournament. So why fix what isn't broken?
True. Wow.
Meanwhile, the
Beautiful
wall.
kill block by Arellano.
The wall of Arellano wasn't broken there. Napayungan si Hero Austria that time. Courtesy of Cabillan. 14 serving 17. Berdal pa rin ang nagsaserve. In Narciso, 1-2 play. Pero nandoon si Kim Tan. Ginto susubok ng atake. That's good for
Oh,
Ginto.
and it's inside. Good adjust there by Ginto.
Yeah, good adjustment by Ginto, but credit half the point to Kim Tan for that nice save of that
Yes.
1-2 by Narciso. Dalawa na lang itong kalamangan ng Perpetual. 15 serving 17. Berdal pa rin. Diretso kay Pepito.
Good
Narciso to Medalla rather.
And I guess that was
Andrade,
rather
rather.
Andrade, yes.
Andrade, number 6.
Just finding the spot na butas sa floor defense ng Arellano.
Oh, because the two blockers were bunched in at the middle.
Yes.
Just finding that gap there on their side. At ito si Andrade. Serving for Perpetual. 18 serving 15. Diretso
Good
kay
pass.
Berdal. Villados, Cabillan, adjusting. But was blocked by
Yes.
Austria.
Good timing by Austria there.
Nabawian niya si Cabillan
Oo.
doon. Bawing-bawi for Austria. Kaya naman tatawag ng timeout si Coach Sherwin Meneses for Arellano. Makinig tayo.
Ayun yung diarin yun. Yung pasa okay, so mag-execute na sa harapan. Ha? Pwede yun, pwede yun. Bilis lang palo, bilis lang. O, Nadal, pwede ka rumisip dyan, tapos mag-back row, ha?
Pwede lang.
Ha? Kasi yung back quick na kaliwete, nasa harap mo na yun. Dapat diretso lang ang talon doon. Ha? Malay pa yan, isa lang, isang patay lang mo na ulit.
Basically, Coach Sherwin Meneses going back to the fundamentals in blocking and the receptions. That has been the point of concern for the
Yes.
Chiefs here in this game. That's why they see themselves down by 4, 19-15. They're still not far off. They're still in
Yes.
this set.
Oo.
They just need a few points, bunch it together
Oh.
just like that, and they're back in
free
contention.
point from
Yes.
Perpetual.
Mantala, palitan ng tao. Bustillo, papasok. At ito rin si Orpilla. Lalabas si Cabillan. At ang libero ng Arellano na si Datu. At diretso itong si Melchor Bustillo. Diretso sa service area. Taga-Tacloban City itong si Melchor Bustillo. Diretso kay
Good
Pepito
pass.
and Narciso. Combination play, Austria, but Berdal was there waiting. Villados will be able to set this well to Ginto. Kaya lang, nagkalituhan ng
Yes.
Perpetual doon.
Nagkatinginan sila. Sinong kukuha nung bola na yun?
Oo. Yan, Ginto through the block. Natapik yan ni Medalla.
Yes.
Kaya lang, walang kumuha ng bola.
Hero Austria could have gotten that. But then again, I guess he looked at yung nasa right side niya. Kasi nakita niya na, I think, that person was going for the ball as well.
Oo, binigay niya na.
Wow.
Meanwhile,
Powerful attack from Ramirez.
powerful attack from the back row. Let's check it out
Yes.
one more time. Pag nakatalo na si Ramirez ng ganun, alam mo na kung ano yung
Oo.
paparating eh. No?
Parang walang masyadong difference yung front line and back line attack niya.
Oo. Pero walang blocker din at
Yes.
that part ng Arellano. That's why Ramirez was able to spike it cleanly. Villados giving chase, but that's an ace for JC and Narciso. But before that ace, itong si Anferny Coramen checks in for the Arellano Chiefs. So kanina nakadikit na itong Arellano, but at the same time, after that mini run by the Chiefs, the Altas
Good
respond with a
pass.
mini run of their own. Ginto this time attack off the block and good.
Nakikita mo si Ginto, ini-aim niya yung wrist part nung blockers niya.
Yeah, he hasn't been hitting it through.
Yes.
There, parang may pektos siyang ginagawa. That's
Yeah.
why his balls are sailing through the blockers of Perpetual and is having success more or less. Ayan, palitan ng tapik sa net. Napunta sa Arellano ang bola. Ginto with a soft tip.
Smart attack by Ginto. Kita
Oh.
niya na, I think, yun nga, the thing is, if you've been hitting hard on the first few attacks, and you change your attack to a soft one like that, you get your opponents like caught off guard.
Yan, nagkalituhan sila doon. Alalayo ng back row defenders ng Perpetual at that point. And that's 2 quick points on the part of Ginto. halving this lead
Good pass.
to 2. Ramirez with a strong hit, but what was dug? Berdal naman ang susubok.
Oh.
But
And
what
our
will be the
linesman
verdict?
says it's in.
Yeah, linesman says it's in, and also our first referee agreeing to the linesman
Yes.
that attack by Berdal hits bullseye in the corner of zone 1 sa panig ng Perpetual. And this is just a 1-point advantage by the Altas. 20 serving 21. Villados serving. Diretso kay Austria. And Narciso. Who does he go to? But that as attack is
Sayang.
good by Zareno. So tense moments here in the first
Yes.
set. Walang bumibigay.
Oo.
And this is what we expect from this match because they had pretty much close records between the two of them. And they are
Good pass.
both coming off victories, these two teams.
Ginto.
Mantala, block touch naman. Gagana para kay AC Ginto. And some changes in personnel on the part of Arellano. Kim Tan will go out. And checking in is De Los Santos. Number 10. 21 serving 22. Both teams not giving an inch in this game. Ginto with a jump serve. Diretso kay Pepito. Nice reception. Ramirez this time.
Wow. Ramirez just hitting above his blockers.
Kaya yun nga yung sinasabi mo kanina, whether it's back row
Yes.
or from the open hitter spot, parang pareho lang yung mechanics eh.
Oo.
Let's check it out one more time. Nice fake also by Clint Rosos that time. Kaya naiwan yung blockers ng Arellano at the middle. 23 serving 21. Clint Rosos for the Altas. Diretso kay Ginto. Out of system play, Berdal, but was
Wow.
dug by Rosos.
Berdal. Again, you know, yung character ni Berdal when he
Oo.
plays just naturally comes out.
Dahil dun sa puntos na yun, Coach Sami Akailar will call for time. Let's listen in.
Okay. Ikaw to, Louie, di ba? Ikaw mag-equate ka. Si Louie to. Okay. I-equate si Louie to, di ba? Sundan mo Louie, paltok mo ang bola. Porsyento ka. Kung may pumapalo sa atin, kailangan may nagko-cover sa atin. Magandang pasa. Nagawa ko ng set play, kailangan magandang pasa, okay? Pero huwag kayo magtiwala lagi dun sa harapan. Kailangan merong coverage. Sige, go.
So we have there Coach Sammy reminding his players na kumbaga, ang binigay lang yung instruction in this timeout was yung play nila. So he's asking his passers na to give a good first ball. Also reminding yung mga defense players to cover further attackers.
Yeah, so a specific play on the part of Coach Sami Akailar in that sequence. Pero itong Arellano not giving up. That's why they had a change in personnel once again. Si Cabillan papasok mulit. At si Orpilla also on the floor once again. Lalabas si in the
Good
meantime,
pass.
back to action. And Narciso to Ramirez. Wasn't received by Villados.
So far in this set, both teams are showing good passes, no?
Yeah. But at this time, Altas having a 2-point advantage. 24 serving 22, Zareno
Good
with a good
pass.
serve. Villados, quick attack to Cabillan. And the back row defenders of the Altas caught napping there.
Parang last minute, pinalitan niya yung attack niya. I guess he was going for a hard ball, pero parang sinoft attack lang niya yung bola.
Yeah, nice adjustment on the
Yeah.
part of Arellano, bringing back Cabillan. At mapapatime out ulit itong si Coach Sami dito. Makinig tayo.
Laki nila, ha? Maliit yan. Okay, Casey. Okay, ganito na lang. Si Casey, pabihin mo para kumuha to. Singit si Louie. Paltukin mo lang, anak. Tapos, i-back row naman, pero dito ka maglaro. Pilihan ba? Sigurado pasa, ha? Again, pasa. Pag may papalo, dapat nagko-cover. Magsalita ka. Cover, cover, cover. Okay? Sige, go. Pasahan mo maganda.
One good receive, one good receive.
Well, in that sequence, Coach Sami Akailar basically reiterating what he mentioned
Yes.
in the earlier timeout. Coverage and giving a specific play because they still have the advantage and all they need is 1 point to close this set.
Yes.
So they still have the slight momentum going in for them. And even, especially if a service error comes in for Tan, then the set ends to their favor. Hero Austria passes it, but that was blocked, yung atake na yan ni Ramirez. Hero Austria will try,
That goes out.
but that attack by Austria goes out. The coaching staff of the Altas pleading their case because one of the linesmen said that
It
there
was a check ball.
yeah, there's a block touch. So our officials are also conferring with our first referee. And this lull will also be important for these players because it has been an action-packed
Yes.
first set.
Definitely.
So
A
yung
close
mga
match.
ganyang pahinga, mahalaga rin yan
Oo.
for them to be able to catch their breath. But I believe that the decision will not change.
Okay.
First referee has made the final verdict, so we are at an extended set, 24 apiece. So it's a deuce. First to make a 2-point advantage wins the set. And if it's an indication of how great this game will be, we'll be in for a
Off
treat.
pass.
Ramirez off the block.
Then again, you have Ramirez there, no? Even from offset, no?
Yeah.
He's still able to do something about that ball.
When the chips are down, sabi nga nila, pumorsyento ka na. That's what Perpetual is doing with Louis Ramirez, especially that he is in the front court. And here he is to serve.
Good pass.
Villados goes to Berdal, blocked. But Arellano will have an opportunity, 1-2 play, but Zareno was there. Pepito to Austria.
That sails out.
That ball sails out for Austria. That's back-to-back serve attack errors rather para dito kay Hero Austria. Costly attack errors at that
Yes.
para dito kay Austria.
This both teams, no? Just showing how much this match is important for them.
Yeah, because one win and you're in. Essentially,
Yes.
that's it. How will Arellano respond? Soft attack, but Austria was waiting there. Ramirez, strong attack by Ramirez.
Yeah.
Kaya alang malakas yung
Oo.
palo. And Coach Shami Akailar trying to calm his wards. Because-
Ramirez,
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
Ramirez was actually a little early on that set.
Basically, the same attack. Out of system play para din sa Perpetual. Can they respond? Ayun na, binawi na ni
Bawi
Ramirez.
agad si Ramirez.
Siyempre, ang kapitan ang magtitimon para dito sa Perpetual, especially in tense moments like this.
Yes.
So we are now at 26 apiece. Kung hindi pa po kayo nagigising dito sa laban natin, tsak na matutuwa po kayo because it has been a close affair.
Service error.
Unfortunately, fans of Perpetual will not be happy with that service error ni Casey Andrade. So Arellano is once again at set point. 27 serving 26. Team captain Jetro Cabillan mula Leyte. Siya naman ang magsiserve para dito sa Chiefs. Good serve, diretso kay Austria.
Good pass.
And Narciso, one hand set kay Rosos, dug by Berdal. Cabillan to Tan. Andun si Ramirez and Narciso taps it. Tan was waiting. Villados, combination play. Ginto.
Oh. Check ball.
Check ball is good for Arellano. Ginto with the winning point. And after that first set, Arellano closes it with a mini run and snatching that opening set against Perpetual 28-26. Boy, we are in for a treat in this game and we will be back with more volleyball action. Stay with us. the Arellano Chiefs showed their composure in set number 1. Perpetual had set point, but they had a 6-2 run at the end to snatch set 1 away. As we check out these highlights, it was a hardly fought match,
Yes.
a set rather Marge, but Arellano just showing more composure towards the end
Yes.
of set 1.
Oo.
Although Ramirez had some good attacks, also Berdal had some good attacks, and also AC Ginto,
Yes.
talagang namayani lang talaga yung Arellano towards the end of set number 1.
So far, I guess it's the errors that's what costs Perpetua to lose the first set.
Yeah, doon na sila nagkatalo sa dulo, no? Those mental lapses and blunders.
Yes.
Panig ng Altas. They tried to fight back out the Altas as we check out the numbers from set 1.
So if you look at it, no, hindi ganun kalaki yung point difference, no, when it comes to attacks and all, but it's really just that errors that cost Perps their first set.
Yeah, especially towards the latter part of set 1. And again, a nice dig para dito kay Joshua Datu.
Yes, so far, itong dalawang liberos from both teams have been really consistent in this game.
Yeah, two of the steadier liberos we have
Yes.
in the V-League. Talking about Pepito and Datu para sa magkabilang panig. Samantala, first blood goes to the Altas courtesy of that block touch. And serving is JZ and Narciso.
Good pass.
Oh, that's an over reception, and that's
An illegal attack by Perpetual.
by Medalla, the guilty
Yes.
person. Kasi obviously, the ball was still on the side
Yes.
of Arellano that time. Nanggigil.
No, but then you have Adi Villados. Talagang gagawa niya ng paraan yun.
Oh, parang no, meron siyang innate ability na
Yes.
hindi ako tatama sa net kahit anong
Oo.
nangyari.
Saka, yung mga ganun na overball, time and again, talagang nagagawa niya ng paraan na maibalik niya and he's able to set it back nicely to his attackers.
And his presence of mind has
Yes.
helped Arellano take set number 1. But we check this out one more time. That block by Berdal of that soft tip by Hero Austria. So they have a slight advantage, 2 serving 1. AC Ginto on deck to serve para dito sa Arellano. Strong serve,
Good
diretso kay
pass.
Austria. Combination play through the blockers and good for Zareno. So again, as early as now, it's another tight match, tight set.
Yes.
Both teams not giving an inch. Austria, sharp serve. Pero
It just-
nandun si Orpilla, yeah.
Yes. It just shows na both teams alam nila yung importance nitong game na to sa kanila.
Napakalaking bagay talaga because when you win, you enter the Final Four. And again, Berdal having
Yes.
success with that corner pocket on zone 1.
And for a right-hand attacker, that's a really difficult angle to attack.
Kaya nga si Coach Ami kanina, parang nag-instruct na siya na bantayan niyo na yung zone na yan because
Oo.
Berdal has his eyes on that area.
Yes.
And so far, tabla pa rin po tayo, 3-all. That's a point for Perpetual. And now we have on deck to serve itong si Michael Medalla, middle blocker. Nice reception there by
Good
Dato.
set.
Berdal with an attack.
Wow! Grabe. Kahit coming from a not much of a good first ball, Adi Villados just setting that beautifully kay
Oo nga,
Berdal.
no? Sukat na sukat yung set ni
Sobra.
Villados dun eh. Tapos parang nakataligod pa.
Oh,
He had to twist on the floor to
Yes.
make that wonderful set.
oh, an error.
Kaya lang, an attack, service error rather para dito kay Kim Tan. He is yet to find his rhythm here in this
Yes.
game. Itong si Kim Tan. Zareno with the serve.
Good pass.
Ginto.
Wow.
Berdal once again.
Another powerful attack from Berdal.
At
So-
nakikita niya kasi itong si Narciso na sa harap.
Yes, and he's really just taking advantage of that.
Tama. I'll check it out one more time. Just letting the ball through the smaller
Yes.
blocker.
And Narciso was actually a bit early on that one. Pababa na siya, papalupa lang si Berdal.
Makakabawi ba ang Perpetual? But Berdal with an easy dig. Ginto this time, soft tip. Zareno adjusting and
Ball is
Narciso
still
with a
alive.
nice save. Villados combination play. Ginto through the block, but Perpetual will have an opportunity. Ramirez this time. Nice save by Aure. Ginto susubok muli, but Austria was there. And Narciso sends it to the other side. Ramirez through the block.
Yes.
Siyempre, kung umiinit na si Berdal, kailangan si Ramirez has to respond.
Someone has to respond from Perpetual.
Hindi pwedeng palayuin to ng Perpetual. Otherwise, they'll be down 2-0. And that would be a difficult hole to come up to.
Good pass.
Villados back set. Tan.
So far, both teams, no, ang gaganda ng mga first balls nila.
At ang ganda rin nung save doon ni
Yes.
Berdal. Para siya nag-fencing doon sa floor. Austria this time.
Net violation called on Arellano.
Oo, I guess Villados was the guilty party there. Okay, tahimik na si Adi. Ayun, bawi tayo, bawi. 6 serving 5 po, mga kaibigan. Louie Ramirez from Dasol, Pangasinan serving. Mahaba. That is obviously long.
Yes.
Kitang-kita pala doon sa release nung bola from his hands.
You know, that's the thing about changing your service. Kasi in the first set, he's been doing jump serves. But then, itong set na to, I think that's the first time na nag-jump float siya.
Yeah, and that jump float did not work for him. Muntik nang maka-ace si Cabillan doon. At ito naman si Austria, rather. His attack sails out. That's the second time that Austria attacked from that spot to no avail.
Yes.
Mahaba pa yung kanyang mga palo. Trying to clip that corner pocket in zone 5. 7 serving 6. Arellano with a 1-point advantage. And Narciso giving chase of the second ball. Austria attacking. Berdal with a dig.
Too strong for Berdal.
Yeah, it was too strong of an attack also for Austria that it hit the rafters of the Paco Arena. So tabla ulit tayo, 7-all. Talagang when one team gains an advantage, another responds, the other team responds. Kaya wala talagang nakakalayo dito sa ating pangalawang set so far. On deck to serve for the Altas is Casey Andrade, taga Altabas, Aklan. And also represented the region in the palarong pambansa. Floater of a serve, mahaba. Outside. And that service error brings us to our first technical timeout. Arellano with a slight 1-point advantage, 8-7. Magbabalik po kami. It's a hard-fought match between Arellano and Perpetual so far. First set nga 28-26 tayo na ungusan ng Perpetual, Arellano and Perpetual rather. But before we continue with this action, we turn you over to our courtside reporter, Megan Cabrera, with more updates.
Lawrence, tulad nga ng nabanggit mo kanina, para kay Carl Berdal, who was anything but silent in these two sets so far. Naging ritual niya talaga bago mag-game ang mag-TikTok, especially if they have the luxury of time, like their last two games, which they won, ha? He and other players gather up to do their TikTok videos, and that for them is a breather to relax before the game, calm the nerves, and also bond. Coach Sherwin Meneses is actually very supportive of this, kasi chance nila to mag-enjoy, especially since they're very focused on their studies and training. Plus, some of them malayo pa sa mga pamilya nila. And fun fact, even Hero Austria, who is making waves for the opposing squad, nagti-TikTok din and they follow Carl Berdal. Kaya naman baka makakita tayo ng collab after the game. So the fans should definitely follow at Hero Austria and at the Carl Berdal. Lawrence and Marge?
Maraming salamat, Megan Cabrera. Well, we will wait for that collaboration to happen. Ayun po, nabanggit ni Megan yung kanilang TikTok handles. So, i-follow nyo po sila if you want to see them outside the volleyball court. At kanina nga si Megan was able to collaborate already with Carl Berdal and the rest of the Chiefs. So, abangan nyo po yung short clip na yan sa account ni Carl Berdal. And it's also a good way nga, Marge, nabanggit kanina nga rin ni Megan, to calm the nerves, especially in a tense game like this, to have those moments. Ikaw ba, Marge, no, when the going gets tough or when there's a tough game, ano ba yung pampakalma mo noon? Or how do you do it?
Well, for me, hindi ako TikTok person eh. It's just me just on the side, listening to music. Introvert kasi ako eh. So it's really nothing much of a grandeur.
Samantala, great effort on the part of Mappy Auri that time, pero hindi na save ang bola. That's why we are still tied at 9.
Good pass.
Villados attacks. Orpilla good.
First attack point probably coming from Orpilla.
Yeah, at napagana nila yung middle attack nila that time. That's something that they can do.
Yes.
To be able to confuse the blockers of Perpetual.
Yes. The more able attackers na you make your opponents recognize, the harder it will be for your opponents to block, no?
Yeah, malilito yung defenders dun sa net kapag ganyan na nangyayari. At that time, again, Ramirez finding that corner, zone 5. Parang may magnet yata yung bola ni Louie Ramirez dun sa zone na yun because it has been one too many points for him. 10-all po tayo.
Good pass.
Villados, Berdal, cross court. Austria was waiting. And Narciso back set. Block but saved by Berdal. Berdal waving Villados off. Pero naabangan nyo ni Austria. Ramirez. Yes.
The blockers of Arellano was there. Yun nga lang talaga, the way Ramirez hits his balls, make sure na how he hits it, even if it touches the block, it's gonna sail out.
Yeah, malakas talaga yung hataw niya dun. And also a good fake on the part of Andrade that time to freeze the blockers. Meanwhile, Cabillan adjusting. Austria with an attack. And Arellano will have an opportunity. Kim Tan is there. Zarena wasn't able to save. Ngayon pa rin, tabla pa rin tayo, March. 11-all. Nagpapalitan na ng puntos. So, very tight match. Paalala natin yung ating first set na panalunan ng Arellano to the tune of 28-26. So, ganun po kahigpit yung labanan. 2-point deficit, a 2-point lead.
So far, no? Talagang Kim Tan, I think this is his third service error in this match.
May moments naman na si Kim Tan is doing good. But could it be that he's feeling the pressure of a high-stakes game like this?
Well, that's one. Probably pressure is one. And I guess second is, yung pagod na din. Because, doing jump serves is, it takes a lot of energy. Kasi you jump, you hit as well.
Unfortunately, that delayed attack para dito kay Andrade, nakasama pa para sa Perpetual.
Yes.
Nahagip niya yung net doon. Ayan, tabla na naman tayo sa 12. Wala talagang nagkakaroon ng malaking bentahe dito sa set na ito. Berdal still serving for Arellano and Narciso. Arellano tried to save but that attack by Andrade sails through.
So far, ang bibilis ng reflexes nitong players na to. Though yun nga lang, they are not able to put it up high for them to be able to send it back to the opponent's court.
Yeah, kaya yun si Andrade, nakabawi siya doon from his error earlier. Meanwhile, Ramirez with a jump serve. Nagkabanggaan si Dato at si Berdal doon.
Nagagawan sila sa first ball.
Nagagawan sila sa stat doon. Hindi, akin tong na to. Akin tong reception na to. And that's why Coach Sherwin Meneses, ito na, nakatayo na rin siya sa sideline. Possibly thinking some caution in the wind. Kim Tan with an attack. Doug. Austria block. But that's good for Perpetual.
It could have been a really good attack if that went, block kill, if that went inside the court of Perpetual.
So from a 12-all deadlock, Perpetual making 3 straight points. And they're just 1 point away to our second technical timeout. As we check out Louis Ramirez, team captain, serving.
Good pass.
Villados fake by Cabillan. Ginto was there.
Andrade not being able to see where the ball went, no? Akala niya pumunta sa likod, but it just fell on his side.
Yeah, check it out one more time. Ayun, mali yung tinignan na anggulo ni Andrade.
Yes.
Mali yung ikot niya. Kaya itong si Narciso had to show some emotion after that exchange. 15-13. Perpetual still up. Andrade tried to tip it, but Arellano was there. Pepito with the first ball. Narciso sends it to Austria. Dug by Cabillan.
Oh, net violation
But
called
net
on
violation
Arellano.
on the part of the Chiefs.
Hi, that could have been a good save.
Yeah, indeed. And that net touch by Arellano sends us to our second technical timeout. Perpetual up 3, 16-13. It was a hotly contested second set until Perpetual made a mini run and pulled away. That's why we see them having a 3-point advantage after the second technical timeout.
Yes.
Kaya naman magbabalasa pa rin yung magkabilang panig ng tao because it's still a close match even though the Altas have a 3-point advantage. Kaya itong si Orpilla lalabas at itong si Anferny Coramen papasok for the Chiefs. And serving for Perpetual is Clint Rosos. Ano yung nagawa ng Perpetual towards the latter part of that part of the set? Kaya naman sila yung may kalamangan ngayon.
So far, no, yung attacks nila, not much attack errors. And also given itong mga free point yan, katulad na lang no, na free points coming from Arellano that paved the way, no?
May kasamang gigil na rin yung atake doon ni Ginto. Kaya naman ilalabas muna siya at ipapasok itong si Christian De La Paz. De La Paz is NCAA Season 93 second best open hitter. Outside hitter that is, itong si De La Paz. Tignan natin kung maganda ba yung balasa na yan para kay Coach Sherwin Meneses. Coramen with a running attack. Soft tip. Good.
So far, it's yung mga soft tips ng Arellano has been successful for them. No?
Talagang na uutakan lang nila yung Perpetual because the Altas are waiting for strong attacks. And the Chiefs rather just finding those open gaps. Villados with the serve.
Good pass.
Strong hit by Austria. This time,
Successful na siya sa corner.
this time
attack.
that's good. Oo. Nakapapasok din siya ng isang bola doon sa
Zone 5.
Zone 5 na yun. And it's difficult to do kasi napakaliit ng tinatarget ng area doon
But when it comes to angles, that's the, yung biggest angle na he can attack.
Oo. Ayan, maaga nagpapanimula dito naman. Si Christian De La Paz, kapapasok lang. Ito, scored a point kaagad. Palitan ng tao. De Los Santos in for Arellano. Lalabas muna si Kim Vincent Tan. Tan is having a shaky game.
Yes.
Hasn't been consistent and still trying to find his rhythm in this game. Meanwhile, De La Paz, sharp serve, and Narciso second ball. And that's a point for Perpetual of that combination play. Pero medyo awkward yung fake na yun ni,
Yes.
ni Medalya. Hindi mo alam kung karate yung laro niya doon. Kasi nakalabas yung isang paa niya It
Yes.
wasn't a straight fake
Parang siya nag-lay up dun.
Oo. But after one sequence, balik ulit si Tan for Arellano. Lalabas si De Los Santos. Austria with a sharp
Good
serve.
pass.
Diretso kay Datu. Villados to the open to Berdal. Ramirez couldn't control it. Hinabol pa ni Pepito but That's a point for the Chiefs.
So far, both liberos from both teams, no, really just bringing out their A games today.
Oo nga, masigasig itong dalawang libero na to eh. Si Dato at si Pepito eh. Wala talaga silang sinusuko ang
that goes
bola.
out.
Oo. Unfortunately, ball out yung atake na yan. Nitong si Joshua Zareno.
So far, that has been a common attack error dito sa Perps, no?
Oo, yung they're targeting the corners.
Yes.
And yun nga, high risk, high reward yung zone na yun. Pero at that time, masyadong malakas yung
Yes.
palo ni Louie Ramirez para kay Christian De La Paz. Hindi na nagawang makontrol ang bola that time. So despite the fact that Perpetual is having points like those, eto ng mga Arellano hindi pa rin lumalayo. Parang ganito yung
Yes.
tema nung first set eh.
Oo.
Nauna ang Perpetual sa set point, and yet Arellano was able to respond with a furious run to end that and take set 1. But the wall of Perpetual is well established.
Yes.
Nabantayan si Berdal doon. Kaya naman mapapa-time out ang Arellano. Coach Sherwin Meneses will talk to his boys.
Receive na tayo, gitna 2. Gitna 2. Ha? Kim, huwag ka naman ang umikot.
Sige,
Patakin natin si Jetro.
sige.
Ha? Atake si Jetro. Ganun lang tayo. Para lumawag kay Berdal, lumaluwag kay Kim. Gitna lang ha, gitna 2 ha. Kukuha siya din ng isang block. Ha, diskarte sa palo. Cover, cover. Malayo pa yan, malayo pa yan.
So, Coach Sherwin, no, reminding his players na although parang last 4 points ang kailangan ng Perpetual, na malayo pa yan. And that's true, no? It's not finished until, you know, it's finished. And yun nga sinasabi nila, bilog ang bola and marami pang pwedeng mangyari in the sequence.
Kaya kanina nga eh, 24-22 yung lamang ng Perpetual. They were at set point, but Arellano was able to take it 28-26. So until somebody closes the set, anybody has a chance. Lalo na ngayon, tatlo na lang itong kalamangan ng Perpetual. At yun nga, may nabanggit din si Coach Sherwin kanina dun sa huddle na yun, a specific play for Cabillan to open up their hitters. Kim Tan with a strong serve. And Narciso with a second ball. Ramirez!
Wow! Masyadong off yung timing ng blockers going up
Let's
against
check it out one more
Ramirez.
time. Nice fake by Rosos.
Yes.
Single blocker na lang yung humabol doon kay Ramirez. And usually, when Ramirez gets a single blocker, he finds success.
Yes.
Berdal naman off the triple block. Na-save pa yun ni Pepito. Ramirez off the block again.
So far, Ramirez has been successful when it comes to those kinds of attacks, no? Yung mga off the block lang.
Yun yung specialty of the house niya. No? Hinahanapan niya ng angulo yung blocks na yun. Eh.
Oo.
At gaya nga nasabi mo kanina, when he hits, he makes sure that it goes out through the block or off the block. Combination play, tinapik ni Berdal, but Narciso was there for the save. Datu this time with the first ball. Villados, babalik kay Berdal. Tuloy pa rin ang rally. Nice dig by Austria. Ramirez this time, diretso kay Datu. Villados, back set to Tan, soft tip. Sinubukang i-save ni Zareno pero hindi nakahabol ang Altas doon.
Yes. So, like I said kanina, no, it's this soft attacks, slow attacks that's working for Arellano.
Yeah, at maganda ring confidence booster on the part of Tan
Kim Tan.
to find his rhythm in this game. 19 serving 23. Berdal on deck to serve. Ramirez ulit susubok. But that's a nice save by Aure. Pero masyado pa rin talagang malakas for his part. And that's already set point para dito sa Perpetual. Pero ito yung storya nga kanina eh. Perpetual at set point.
But nakahabol lang Arellano and was able to get that first set.
Oo, so hindi pa rin ito safe. Kahit na 5 set points ito para sa Altas. They have to avoid the same result. At ayan na nga, nakabawi ng isang set point. Etong si Christian De La Paz. So 4 na lang yung kalamangan na yan ng Perpetual. magkakapalitan ng tao dito. Pero time out muna. Etong si Coach Samir Akailar wanting to make sure to get this set and we'll listen into the huddle.
Kukunin mo ngayon yung maliit. Pero hindi ko papaluin na harap sa kanya. Yung mga bola. Si Hero naman, pag maganda ang bola, pick me up. Pwede kayo mag-4. Or, pwede kang sumunod na 3. Depende sa'yo. Ngayon, Louie, bantay sa back row ha. Kumangit ang bola, may back row tayo. So, ulitin ko. Kapag may pumapalo sa atin, spiker, ano ba ang kasunod?
Cover.
So, magtiwala kayo sa sarili nyo ha. Isang magandang spiker.
The beauty of timeouts from Coach Sam Ekailar, he's imparting very specific instructions
Yes.
to every player. Wala siyang kinakalimutang player. So basically, he directed a play and also
Yes.
he made sure to remind his boys that not all spikes will be successful kaya
Yes.
kailangan din nilang come over.
Totoo. And it's good na everyone, everyone knows the answer to his question. What do you do after an attack? You
Tama, no?
cover. So basically, kitang-kita na everyone is in sync.
Yeah, presence of mind on the part of the Altas. Let's see if they can close the set here. But that attack by
Good block.
Ramirez was blocked.
Another
That
block.
attack by Rosas was blocked too. Back row attack ulit kay Ramirez. Dug by Berdal. Bustillo giving chase. De La Paz atake din. Ramirez and Narciso fake by Rosas. Austria dug by Kim Tan. Buhay pa rin ang bola. Berdal soft tip. And Narciso with an adjustment. Pepito to Austria soft tip. Bustillo was there waiting. Villado sends it to De La Paz. Another soft tip. No go. Back row attack Ramirez. And that ends the set. That emphatic back row attack by Louie Ramirez, the team captain of the Perpetual Altas. Wala nang nagawa si Carl Berdal doon. And that brings us to the end of set number 2. Perpetual taking set number 2, 25-20. One set all po tayo. We'll be back with more. This is the vleague. This time, the Perpetual Altas making sure that they take set number 2. Unlike the first set wherein Arellano was able to snatch it away, they were able to close it 25-20 as we check out the highlights from the second frame. Maagang nagpapanimula itong Arellano and they were keeping it close with Perpetual, but the Altas giving a dose of Arellano's own medicine. Kaya naman, they were able to retain that lead and win set number 2.
So far talaga, it has been an exchange of strong and powerful attacks, no?
Between
these two teams.
Yeah, itong mga atake nga ni Louie Ramirez was very vital for Perpetual to close that set as we check out the
Yes.
numbers from set 2.
And as we look at it nga, no, talaga, malaki yung point deficit, no, sa 19 versus 12. And that's what helped out Perps to get the second set.
Yeah, that 19-12 attack was monumental. Kaya po one set all tayo between this quarterfinals matchup between the Perpetual Altas and the Arellano Chiefs. And the first point goes to the Altas, picking off where they're left off, courtesy of Joshua Zareno.
You know, so far, maganda naman yung timing ng Arellano when it comes to blocking. It's just the angle of their arms that's sending these balls out of the court.
Yeah, kaya nagagawa ng paraan ng Perpetual
Yes, oh, good pass.
na makahanap ng angulo dun sa atake nila. And again, another attack error on the part of Kim Tan.
Kim Tan lacking on the wrist action there, no?
Yeah, yung body language ni Kim Tan ngayon, no? Right at this moment. Out of sync siya sa ngayon. And that wouldn't help Arellano's cause if he keeps on missing on those hits. He has his share of good hits, pero there are also off-target hits for him. Meanwhile, that tap by Ramirez, hindi nakatulong sa kanila because of that block point by Arellano.
You have to give it to the athleticism nito mga batang to, no? Like,
Saka,
from our front point of view, parang akala mo na it's hard to make out of something from an out-of-system play. But they still manage to do something about it.
Speaking of athletic ability, that leaping ability by Ramirez is just off the charts. Let's check it out one more time. Napakataas ng talon niya. Bumawi siya doon sa tip niya kanina na blanca netong Arellano. At maaga rin nagpapanimula itong si Ramirez here in the third frame. Combination play, Tan. This time, he's successful. Yes. Ay, itong si Villadas again going back. He is trying to pump up the confidence of Kim Tan. Kasi alam niya kung gaano kahalaga na nakakapasok yung atake niya.
Yes. And we know na Adi has been really known to do that, no? He takes note of yung mga, alam niya yung kayang gawin ng attackers niya.
Oh, that's why they were able to close pool play with 2 straight wins. Etong Arellano, after starting with an 0-3 card, they eventually won against St. Benilde and Adamson to close their pool play at 2-3. Meanwhile, Berdal attacking, block. Villados, back set, Tan, blocked once again, but first referee said that the ball did not sail through.
Yeah. So far, inconsistent si Kim Tan when it comes to attacks.
Oo.
Gagawa siya ng point, tapos babawiin ng error.
Oo, kaya yan, nilabas muna siya. Palamig muna siya sa bench. At itong si Demi Lapuz, ang pinasok ni Coach Sherwin Meneses. Masyadong tusok yung serve na yan ni Joshua Zareno.
Right from there, yung release niya, nakita mo na it's gonna be difficult for him to get that ball over the net.
Kaya naman, puntos muli para dito sa Chiefs. 3 serving 5. At ang kapapasok nga lang, Demi Freedom Lapuz. Jump serve para sa kanya. 1-2 play by Narciso.
Rare 1-2 play by Narciso.
That's a good play.
Yes.
Pero mukhang natama niya sa balikat itong si Narciso. He's massaging his left shoulder, that is. Knee stretch pa niya yan. That could be a cause of concern if it's a grave injury for Narciso. Meanwhile, Ramirez jump serve. Villados combination play. Berdal.
Wow, Berdal.
And Berdal, every attack that he does, every sequence, he's always fired up.
Totoo.
Yan yung magandang attitude na nag-rub off no?
Sobrang 100% every time, he jumps and goes for that ball.
Siguro maganda nga na lahat ng players siguro magti-TikTok bago maglaro. It could help,
Yes. I mean, if it helps you, uplift your mood before the game and like remove the stress and pressure, then why not?
Speaking of TikTok, si Hero Austria naman na may TikTok account din. Ang nakapuntos for Perpetual that time. 7 serving 4. Clint Rosos now on the service area para dito sa Altas. Diretso kay Berdal ang bola. Datu sends it to Ginto.
Wow, good adjust by Ginto. And good set by Datu.
Oo. Bump set by Datu just at the right height and spot for Ginto to
Yes.
attack. At mukhang maganda na yung atake ni Ginto that time. I guess he's not bothered by that cut that he had earlier. Nice soft tip by Austria again, good. And that soft tip by Austria sends us to our first technical timeout in set 3. Perpetual ahead by 3, 8-5. After the first technical timeout of set number 3, Perpetual ahead 8-5. And let's listen for more updates from our courtside reporter, Megan Cabrera.
Lawrence, sa usapang pre-game ritual, Perpetual actually also has their special way of setting the mood for every game day, which was established since Coach Sammy started his coaching career. So mula umaga pa lang pagkagising ng players, since they're all staying in dorms, they start their day off in prayer. And this has been one of their team's longest running traditions, in order for them to get ready for their matches. Kasi para kay Coach Sammy, this helps them stay grounded no matter what happens. And it's all about offering the glory back to God and thanking Him for the talents He bestowed upon His players. Lawrence and Marge?
Yeah, maraming salamat, Megan, for that update. So kung ang Arellano may TikTok, Perpetual
May
finding
prayer.
that divine intervention.
Yes.
And so far, that divine intervention working their way. Despite that point by the Chiefs, they're still ahead by 2, 8-6. And Narciso with that set by to Medalla, pero that was dug. But our first referee giving the point to Perpetual.
I don't know, but for me, that pancake save was still actually good.
Yeah.
But then, of course, our referees calling that it's not a good save.
Yeah, you have a case there, March. But again, the first referee's decision is final. But
Good serve.
Coach Sammy Akailar showing emotions also on the sideline.
Beautiful. Quick attack by Kuramin.
Yeah, emphatic attack by Coramen. First ball from Datu and Villados with a perfect set para dito kay Anferny Coramen. Eh, nalito si si Medalla doon kung saan dadalhin yung bola. Kaya hindi siya nakareact ng maayos. 7 serving 9. Ginto, strong serve, diretso kay Austria. And Narciso to Ramirez.
Ramirez answering back na, yes, we can do that also.
That delay in mid-air will lead you to say, uh-oh. Like that, uh-oh. You know what's happening. You know what's coming.
Yes.
Nice height on the set by Narciso.
Definitely.
10 serving 7. Medalla serving. Villados to Coramen.
Another quick attack from Kuramin.
Bawi si Coramen dun sa atake ni Ramirez. Sabi niya, ako rin, kaya ko rin yan.
You know, that's a good thing about having a setter like Adi Villados. Alam niya kung sino yung kailangan niyang pabawiin.
Oh, and he's really activating everyone, giving everybody confidence.
Yes, and that's a good thing.
Oo, para alam ng bawat player dyan that eventually their number will be called. But at that time, Coramen couldn't find Perpetual side of the court there. 11 serving 8. At itong si Joshua Zareno ang magsiserve para dito sa Altas. Good serve para sa Zareno. Good pass. Berdal with an attack.
Alam, minsan may mga ganun. Parang, from our point of view, from my point of view, parang automatic alam ko na this is gonna be a good hit by Berdal.
Yeah, nice approach on that flight by Berdal. Getting another point for the Altas. Meanwhile, Lapus jump
Good
serve.
pass.
And Narciso to Rosos, tinapik, but Lapus was there waiting. Berdal once more, soft tip.
Net violation called on Perpetual.
Oo, nanggigil ang Altas doon.
Yes.
Kala nila strong hit again by Berdal.
And it's good na Berdal is varying his shots kasi it would be more difficult for Perpetua to read, no?
Yeah, he used the Altas momentum to Arellano's advantage that time.
Yes.
Pero nakabawi naman ng Perpetual off that error in the service of Demi Lapuz. 12 serving 10. Again, Louis Ramirez, team captain. The guy who closed set number 2 with that good attack. With a good serve.
Good pass.
Back set rather, running attack.
Good read there by Austria. Kukunin pa sana niya yung bola but then parang na-sense niya na it was going out. Good court awareness.
Maganda sana yung set na yun ni Villados kay
Yes.
Orpilla. But Orpilla couldn't find the inside of Perpetual's court.
Good pass.
1-2 play,
Wow.
Villados.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
the
still
ball is still
alive.
alive. Nice kick there by NRC. So good reflexes. Berdal block.
Strong block kill by Rosos.
Yeah, that block point by Rosos. Ayan, pasok na pasok yung block na yan at mapapa-timeout itong si Coach Sherwin. Let's listen in.
Time na ganun yung nangyaring yun. Palagi mo, outside, okay lang. Then, i-running mo din. Same lang, i-running mo. Tapos i-tres mo si Bernal. Kaya? Carl, pag maganda ang receive, mag-running shot, tetres ka. Huwag ka masyado lumabas. Gumanyan ka lang. Pero pag alanganin sa tres, tataas lang yung bola. Demi, in yung backroom mo. Pagka may reserve, pag wala, talagang ano yan, tataas yung bola. Di ba rin na mablock ka ng setter? Okay na. Let's go, magiging. Malayo pa yan.
So we have Coach Sherwin giving specific instructions to how they're gonna play out this this play here,
Yeah.
no? Giving instructions na for Addy to give another running attack to Orpilla and Berdal going for 3.
Yeah, so basically Berdal on the same spot here.
Outside.
Kaya lang, hindi mo nila kailangan yung sequence na yun kay Orpilla and Berdal.
Yes.
Kasi binigyan sila ng libreng puntos nitong si Louis Ramirez.
Ramirez has been targeting Berdal doon sa sequence na yun.
Oh, trying to eliminate Berdal in their attacks. That's why he is the first target. Matalo to si Rosos, 2 points kill block kanina. Tapos ito, his running attack goes through the defense of the Chiefs. 15 serving 11. At ito naman si Rosos ang nasa service area ngayon. Makintab yung sapatos ni Rosos. Obvious na obvious eh. Austria tried to win that joust but Villados was there. Papaluin ni Austria. Wala pa rin. Villados with a running set to Ginto. Tumama kay Medalya. Austria again. Ball sails out.
So far, no, it's those long corners ang tina-target ni Austria but then hindi pa ganun ka-successful yung mga attacks niya.
Oh, yun pa rin ang tina-target niya ever since we started this game. That's the apple of Hero Austria's eye. And here he is again through the block this time. Austria sends us to our second technical timeout. Perpetual up by 4, 16-12. We will be back with more volleyball action. After the second technical timeout of set number 3, the Perpetual Altas keeping their advantage 16-12. Ano yung nagagawa ng Perpetual dito, Marge? That's why they're still ahead by 4.
So far, yung established blocking system nila is what has been working out for them.
Yeah,
And
but
it
so
shows,
far,
no, like there were a couple of good kill blocks coming from Perpetual.
especially with Rosos coming alive in the last few sequences
Yes.
of set number 3. But Ginto answering with that point, and that attack by Medalla was received. Ginto, one more try. And Narciso was there. Austria sends the ball to Ramirez. Aure to Ginto.
Wow.
Soft tip by
Beautiful.
Ginto.
Yes. Kitang-kita niya, butas na butas yung area na yon.
Nakita niya nakatalon na.
Yes.
Check it out one more time. Nakita niya nakatalon na itong si Medalla.
Yes.
Tsaka hindi rin solid yung braso doon ni Medalla. Kaya nahanapan pa niya ng gap doon. Talking about AC Ginto.
Yeah, props for AC Ginto, no? Ang ganda ng court vision niya, even while playing.
14 serving 16. Ginto, one more try.
This time, a powerful attack.
Yun nga, sabi mo kanina, varying your attacks. At ayan, mapapatawag ng timeout si Coach Sammy Akailar kasi nawala yung lamang nila. Let's listen into their huddle.
Tapos pag sila pumapalo, hindi natin nakukuha. Hindi pwedeng gano'n. Okay. Magkombinasyon ka. Quick, press. Ha? Tapos pag pumapalo, tingnan nyo kung saan yung bakante. Hindi naman pwedeng, tanan nyo ha, puno puwersa tayo pero nakuha ang kalaban. O what is the next? Kung anong gagawin natin? Kasi nakuha ng kalaban eh. Hindi pwede ka mag-drive kung sa bakante. Hindi pwedeng ganyan kasi sila, bawat palo nila pupunto sila eh. Tayo bawat palo natin nakukuha nila eh. Eh hindi naman ba? O gawa tayo ng paraan dapat, okay? Sige, layo pa.
So Coach Sammy Akailar reminding the Altas to put variations with their approach, with their attacks. And using Arellano as an example, wherein they had the 3-point run
Yes.
because of varying attacks, whether it's a strong hit by Ginto or a soft tip. At ganun yung gusto ni Coach Sammy na gawin ng Perpetual.
And that's really effective, no? When you really vary your shots. Kasi it's harder for an opponent to read you. Kasi hindi nila alam kung aatras ba sila for your powerful attack or are they gonna move forward for, you know, waiting for a soft touch coming from you.
Yeah, and that's a good response of a timeout, that quick attack at the middle para dito kay Medalla. So dalawa ang kalamangan ng Altas.
Good pass.
Villados, easy over for Lapus.
Oh.
Pero lalabas yung bola. That's 2 quick points for the Altas. That's a good sequence of that timeout ni Coach Sammy. Perpetual responding well to that call by their head coach. And on deck to serve is Hero Austria. Jump serve para kay Austria. Sharp serve pero nandun si Berdal. Villado sends it to Lapus. Pepito was there for the dig.
Bawi agad si Lapus.
Pero may net touch yata sa
Yes.
panig ng Perpetual. Looks like Zareno is the guilty party.
What's good about these players itong sa Arellano, no? When they commit mistakes, nakakabawi sila kaagad.
Yeah, it's a matter of also Villados putting confidence
Yes.
in them na forget about it, bawi kagad tayo agad. Meanwhile, bawi. Etong si Ramirez with that nice one-handed set by Narciso.
Yes. And he just really dominates, no? Yung height nung jump niya,
Oo.
just really above his blockers.
Yung kapag nakatalon ng maganda si Ramirez, wala ka na magagawa. At that time, walang nagawa ang Arellano doon sa service ace na yan ni Medalla. Kaya ito naman si Coach Sherwin naman ang mapapatawag ng timeout, 20-16. Let's listen in to Arellano's huddle.
Lang kaya pinalitan eh. Okay na yun dito sa harap eh. Pagdating sa likod eh, libero pa yung relax lang. Taas lang yung bola kung hirap na hirap. Ha? Bernie, talon. Di bali nang maiwanan ka sa iba, yung binabantayan natin, pumasok na sa harapan mo. O, edi, talunan mo ng mataas. Malay pa yan, isang resibo na ulit. Ano ba, sir? Jump float? Jump float. Oo, di ko mag-receive. Let's go, let's go! Chips!
So we have their coach Sherwin reminding his players na you know, these balls na kung mahirap iangat na perfectly, at least get the ball high, no? Kasi there's 3 touches, no? The second ball could be, you know, set well and na ma-attack pa ng attackers nila.
Yeah, it gives them a chance to be able to make a play out of it, even though it will be out of system,
Yes.
as long as they can get the ball up. And they need to do more of that because Perpetual having this 4-point
Good pass.
advantage. And a good attack that time by Fernie Kuramen.
You know, si Adi, for me, he needs to activate those quick attacks. Kasi so far, yung mga quick attacks niya with Kuramen has been effective for Arellano.
Yeah, kailangan nilang mapagana yung middle attack na yan. Pero si Kuramen lalabas, pati si Orpilla, papasok itong si Bustillo at itong team captain, Jethro Cabillan. Coach Erwin Menezes sensing the need to bring his big guns. Kaya pinasok niya na itong team captain. Bustillo with a floater of a serve. Berdal.
Wow! You know, that's the thing about Berdal. He's really aggressive dito sa main net.
Tsaka kitang-kita niya na kung ano yung mangyayari.
Yes.
That's why he did not waste that opportunity. That
Yes.
over-reception by Austria. And Berdal not wasting time to put that into a point. 18 serving 20. Arellano threatening to take the lead. Let's see how Perpetual responds.
Ramirez, you know.
So kung kailangan mo ng pamatay sunog sa Perpetual, nariyan si Louie
Yes.
Ramirez. Just as Arellano looked like they were inching closer, Ramirez with another emphatic attack. Berdal this time, dug by Pepito. Pero hindi makokontrol ng
Yes.
Perpetual yun.
So far, it has been an exchange of powerful attacks.
Oo, medyo nagkakaroon ng duelo itong si Ramirez at si Berdal dito. Pero sa
Totoo.
panig ng Arellano, why is it difficult for them to be able to slow down Louie Ramirez at this point?
Well, for one, kasi yung height advantage and yung jumping ability ni Ramirez is, you know, it's really an advantage for him as a spiker.
Yeah, and that time he played decoy in that sequence. Akala nung blockers kay Ramirez dadalhin,
Yes.
but that running attack by Kurth Rosos gives Perpetual point number 22.
But if you look at it, no, there were 2 blockers na who went after Rosos. Yung nga lang off timing.
Yeah, they were a step slow, so to speak. Ramirez with another jump serve. Villados, combination play, Berdal.
Good attack by Berdal.
And a nice fake also on Cabillan on that
Yes.
part. Hindi pa rin bumibigay ang Arellano dito. 20 serving 22. And their main man, Carl Berdal, serving. Pepito gets the first ball. And Narciso running attack again. Rosos, corner pocket, good. That's 2 quick points for Kurth Rosos.
Yes.
Kurth Rosos, hindi siya masyadong pinupuntahan. But
Yes.
when he gets a ball,
He's able to convert it to a point.
mataas yung porsyento ni Kurth Rosos. No? At yung mga ganyang player, kahit na hindi masyadong mabibigyan, kailangan mo yan to be
Yes.
able to get to 25.
Yes.
At ito, speaking of the secondary players or the support players, and naman si Medalya naman, nakakuha ng puntos doon. And that puts them into set point. Perpetual with 4 set points to work with. But if there's any indication that this lead is not safe, we just have to look back in set number 1.
Yes.
Na napanalo pa ng Arellano yon. Rosas with a dig. Ramirez giving chase and that ball is good. Chance ball.
Boston play.
Villados. Cabillan.
Wow.
Kita mo yung adjustment kagad ni
Yes.
Villados doon eh. No?
He had to spin mid-air just to set that
Oo.
ball.
Alam na niya kung ano yung gagawin niyang play eh.
Oo.
Ayan, palitan ng tao sa Arellano. Bustillo comes out. Babalik si Fernie Kuramen. Pero ang nasa service area for Arellano is Jethro Cabillan. Pero magkaka-time out muna tayo sa panig ng Perpetual. Let's listen in to Coach Sammy.
Babae mo siya. Dito ka, di ba? Siya. So, asas ka, mahaba. para gumano ng gitna, okay? So ikaw naman dahan-dahan ka, gaganon ka. So, tres. Okay. Hindi naman ba? May nakita mo na sinundan ka ng black hole. Dito bakante dito, bakante dito. Kailangan natin ng magandang pasa. Hindi tayo sigurado sa score na yan. Maraming mangyayari, okay? So, sinong service? Sila. So, tayo ang papasa, tayo ang atake. Intindihan? Ulitin ko ha. Mahaba siya para ito pumasok dito, sumama. Ito ikaw naman dahan-dahan ka papunta rito sa tres. Tres ka mo, ha? Tapos si Louie naman, back row.
So basically, the main point in that huddle is Coach Sami not letting his boys to take it easy because
Yes.
a lot of things can still happen. This is just a
Yes.
3-point lead. And he did not look further than the opening set na naagaw pa nga sa kanila
Yes.
ng Arellano yung set na yun despite getting into set point earlier. So how will Perpetual respond of that timeout? At tinapos na nga ni Hero Austria with that
Yes.
emphatic attack. And that closes set number 3 as we check out that sequence. Paluhod na set ni Narciso and that strong attack by Austria. Finding that gap sa Arellano blockers. And because of that, Perpetual takes a 2-1 advantage to the tune of 25-21. We will have set 4 when we come back. This is the vleague. The Perpetual Altas not wanting a repeat of set number 1. Kaya naman sinara na kagad nila yung set number 3 to the tune of 25-21. As we check out some of the sequences from that third frame. Again, Carl Berdal bringing Arellano, or carrying Arellano that is, in that third set. Also, AC Ginto having success with his attacks. Arellano was right there, but
Yes.
Perpetual just had more points and had more good, better sequences. That's why they were able to take set number 3.
Yes, that's true. And yun nga, yung itong biglang pag-shine ni Rosos on the latter part of the set is what also helped out talaga Perpetual.
And that closing point by Hero Austria of that set by Narciso as we check out the numbers from set 3.
If you look at it, no, the attack points and the, it's not that much of a big difference, but you know, it's these itong A saka yung opponent errors is what helped them, no, talaga to win that set.
Yeah, in a tight set like that, every error counts. Kaya
Yes.
nakita natin dun sa stats na yon. As we welcome you to set 4,
That's inside.
that attack by Koramen goes in.
going back to the stats, no, if you look at the errors, hindi siya actually ganun kalaki, no? You know, you have Perpetual with just 4 unforced errors and Arellano with just 6. Kumbaga, parang in a set match, that's actually really small.
Oo. Pero yun nga, in a tight matchup like this, lahat nung pagkukunan mo ng puntos, it matters heavily. Whether it's an error or an attack
Yes.
or a block point, malaking bagay yan. So tabla po tayo here in set 4 with that service error by Arellano. Hero Austria
Good
this time
pass.
with a serve. That attack at the middle by Coramin blocked.
Yes, this
by
time,
Medalla.
na-adjust na ni Medalla yung attack ni Kuramin.
O kanina naisahan siya dun eh. Pagbukas
Yes.
natin ng set number 4.
Oo.
Naisahan siya ni Fernie Coramin. This time, bawi itong si Michael Medalla. 2 serving 1. Hero Austria on deck to serve. Sharp
Good
serve para
pass.
kay Austria. Villado sends it to Berdal. Triple block. Pero malakas yung palo na yun ni
Yes.
Berdal. And the first referee agrees na labas nga yung palo na yun. So if you're Arellano, you need this set. How do you have to adjust against Perpetual?
Well, for one, no, yung errors nila, no, to lessen din. And yung, when it comes to defense, to guard yung mga long shots. Kasi minsan napupuntusan sila dun sa mga long cross-court and down the line shots. And of course, yung blocking system nila. But then again, you know, if you have a player like Ramirez who just really out-jumps the blockers, then isa talaga wala ka nang magawa.
Speaking of out-jumping the blockers also that time, itong si Joshua Zareno, nagpapakilala ng maaga dito sa set number 4. That's why Perpetual has a slight 2-point advantage, 4 serving 2. Michael Medalla on deck to serve for Perpetual. Villados, dinala kay Berdal, off the block and good.
Powerful. Ramdam mo talaga na binigay ni Berdal yung buong power niya dun sa attack na yun.
Oh, kasama buong pamilya dun sa atake na yan. Ganun kalakas eh, no? It's either the ball sails out through the block or not. And
Yes.
Berdal having success that time. Free serving 4 and Narciso.
Wow.
Quick set to Rosos.
Good running attack.
At ito rin, itong energy na binibigay ni Kurt Rosos dito
Totoo.
is doing wonders for the Altas. Yan, that running attack by Rosos. Again, hindi marami yung calls or
Binibigay
plays
sa
na
kanya,
binibigay sa
yes.
kanya. Pero he's making sure that it counts.
And it's good na he's stepping up in this game
Oo.
kasi he was subbed in exchange for Andrade.
Yeah, especially alam ng Arellano that it will be the main guns,
Yes.
Austria and also Ramirez
Oo.
delivering most of the points. But here's Rosos
Yes,
one more time.
again.
Ano kaya nakain ni Kurt Rosos ngayon? Ano?
Oh, maganda yung gising niya.
Maganda gising. Maganda rin siguro yung prayer nga niya kanina, gaya ng sabi ni Coach Sammy. Because ever since he went in, he has been on fire para
Yes.
dito sa Altas.
And that's a good thing, no? If you're a subbed-in player, na you prove yourself inside the court.
And proving himself inside the court is that back row attack by
By
Louie
Ramirez.
Ramirez. Ginawa pang target si Coach Sherwin doon. Pero siyempre hindi sinasadya yun.
Yes.
7 serving 4, mga kaibigan. So far, it has been Perpetual with a 3-point advantage. And another jump serve para dito kay Louie Ramirez.
Good pass.
Back set to Tan. Villados with an attack.
Oh, but it touched Ramirez.
Oh. Nagsosorry na si Ramirez sa mga kampi niya kasi sinubukan
Yeah.
niyang iwasan.
I think he was really going for that ball. But then last minute na-realize niya it was actually going out. Kasi hindi niya na-withdraw yung arm niya.
And again, the veteran presence of Adi Villados, sensing that
Yes.
his troops are not playing at their best. Kaya lang,
Yeah,
sayang yung
net.
topic niya na yun, net touch infraction. Good intention though. And that brings them to the first technical timeout. Perpetual up by 3, 8-5. After the first technical time out of set number 4, Perpetual up by 3, 8-5. And before we continue to live action, let's hear more from Megan Cabrera.
For our dark horses, the Aureliano Chiefs, it is about playing as many games as they could. And going into this quarterfinal, they already treat this as a bonus. And since they want to improve every game, they want to keep having the chance to do this. Coach Sherwin Manessa says the boys are very eager to win, especially since this is an NCAA preview. Pero pinapaalala ni Coach to not think of it as that quite yet and to treat this as another match to focus on. Now, after 3 tight sets, they want to stick to a solid serve and receive, play their system, and possibly push for a 5th set. We just have to see if they can pull through. Lawrence and Marge?
Yeah, maraming salamat, Megan. So that would be the story of the 4th set. Can Arellano force a 5th one? At nga, nabanggit na rin ni Megan. Receive and the block. And they have to treat this as a game that will help them improve and grow as a team further.
Every game naman is a learning experience. It's
Yeah.
just how you accept it as a player. If it's more of an inspiration to you to improve.
But while you're at it, while you're learning, why not try to take the victory because they're still in this game.
Yes.
But Villados wasn't able to control that strong attack by Louis Ramirez. So that's a 10-6 count now in favor of Perpetual. Nice fake there by Medalla also, freezing Kuramen. Kaya walang blocker at that time nung umatake si Louis Ramirez. And Narciso with a serve, floater. One hand set by Villados. And I guess an overreach by Kuramen. So medyo lumalayo ang Perpetual dito sa set number 4. Medyo yung body language nitong Perpetual is not the same with in sets 3 and set 4. What has changed?
Medyo tahimik sila when they entered the court actually.
Yeah, but they're not celebrating. They're not as jovial as in the previous sets. At din nga nila kailangan yung presensya ni Villados and also a fired up Carl Berdal to rally their emotions and try to overhaul this 4-point deficit. AC Ginto now serving for the Chiefs. Jump serve para kay Ginto. Bad first ball para kay Austria. But a tip by Medalla. Adjustment for Medalla. And again, it's near that corner area. Yun pa rin yung butas na nahanap nitong Perpetual.
And it has been a common mistake for Arellano to leave that high line not covered.
Well, strong serve para kay Austria. Berdal susubok ng atake. Austria with the first ball and Narciso giving chase. Back set. Adjustment by Zareno. Easy ball for Arellano. Will they score? Tan with an attack, but that was blocked. Villados goes to Berdal this time. Ramirez with the first ball. And Narciso brings it back to Ramirez, but Perpetual will be able to recalibrate. And Narciso to Medalla and still saved. Tan to Medalla once more. Arellano, can they capitalize? Berdal with a strong hit and another cross-court attack for Carl Berdal. Let's check it out one more time. Villados, a fake by Kuramen and a strong cross-court hit by Carl Berdal. But after that attack, Berdal obviously shaken up. Seems like a case of cramps for Carl Berdal because he has been giving everything he's got in this game. And this could either be a rallying point for Arellano, depending on how they respond here. At nga, iniinda talaga ni Berdal yung sakit as he sits on their bench. Sa case of cramps, that's a big blow on the part of,
His calf muscles are like really
matigas talaga.
Kitang-kita, like as we look at it now.
Even if you play like pick-up volleyball and all, you know how painful that is. And it would take a while for them to, for him to recover.
A calf cramps is like really one of the most painful cramps. Like, you know, as a player, and I experienced ko din yan.
Oh, and we'll have to check if Berdal can still come back to this game because that can recur. Even though you can recover from it, it could come back in this game
Yes.
if they try to play through. So how will Arellano respond with that huge loss with Carl Berdal's injury, and that service error by Kuramen puts our tally at 13-8. Meanwhile, a report from Megan Cabrera regarding JC and Narciso. Yung left shoulder niya got injured in training. It hit the floor, nadulas. And according to coaches, okay lang naman na ilalaban. Pero nabugbog nga daw. That's why Narciso having a valiant effort in this game despite that injury in his shoulder and doing wonders for the Altas.
Yeah, so far ang ganda ng mga sets din niya
Oo.
to his spikers.
He has been responding to how good Adi Villados also is for Arellano. At puntos ulit para dito sa Perpetual. I guess that's courtesy of Kurt Rosas once more.
No, I guess it's a point for
Oh, okay.
Arellano.
So that's a point for the Chiefs rather. So ito, lalabas si Villados, lalabas si Tan, pinasok si De Los Santos, at itong si Bustillo who goes directly to the service area. Melchor Bustillo mula Tacloban City. 9 serving 13. Good serve for Bustillo. And Narciso adjusting. Rosos. Si Rosos nagawan pa rin ng paraan ng puntos na off jump na yun eh.
Oo nga eh.
Tsaka nakakatawa kay Rosos whenever he scores, he has this two fist pumps.
Yes.
Ayan, na yung trademark niya ni Kurt Rosos yan eh.
Was able to find that hole in the floor defense.
Nahanap lang niya yung gap doon sa harap. Meanwhile, a block point for Perpetual. At mukhang si Rosos na naman yun. Rosos seems to be playing the game of his life.
Yes.
And what a way for it to come. Quarterfinals pa ng men's volleyball V-League.
Definitely.
Kabilyan, another block by Ramirez this time. Back-to-back kill blocks for Perpetual brings us to our second technical timeout. Altas comfortably ahead, 16-9. The Perpetual Altas just pulling off the right stops and the right attacks. That's why they were able to build a comfortable 16-9 advantage before the second technical timeout. At malaking bagay nga rin for Arellano, Marge, na nawala si Carl Berdal sa larong ito.
Yeah.
So how will Arellano respond? Who will they go to in the absence of their main scorer? That will be the big question that the Chiefs have to answer.
Especially na si AC Ginto is still in the back line. So let's see how the front line of Arellano would play this out.
Yeah, how De Los Santos will be able to activate his attackers.
Yes.
Samantala sa panig ng Perpetual, walang problema. Just find Louie Ramirez and let him operate. And another kill block, but that's a point. This time for the Chiefs. So after two successful kill blocks rather for Perpetual to bring us to the second technical timeout, yung block na lang na yun, lumabas. Pepito chases the first ball and Narciso 1-2, but Bustillo was there. Bustillo, bump set to Ramirez. At hindi na control ni De La Paz yung bola.
He was actually there, no? Nasa position niya na, but then, you know, he wasn't able to bring out his platform agad.
Ngayon, hindi pa siya nakaset doon. Ayun, palitan ng tao muli para dito sa Arellano. Lumabas si De La Paz, or rather, pumasok itong si Ismael.
Good pass.
At si Ismael ang aatake. But that was well read by Austria. Rosos one more time. Nice save there by Aure. De La Paz. Na-control pa yun ni Zareno. Austria attacking,
Goes
pero
out.
mahaba. So with those errors by Perpetual, Arellano is trying to stay alive and slowly inching closer. But they have to do more than waiting for Perpetual
Yes, that's
committing
true.
errors.
And another error called on Perpetual.
Oh, but those are lucky breaks.
Yes.
Because at some point, those attacks by Perpetual will come in.
Yes.
So now that Villados is also not in the floor, who could be the rallying point or the spark plug for Arellano this time?
Well, looking at it, no, kasi parang it's already a mix of first stringers and second stringers. So I guess it's more of ito like sila Kurame and itong sila De La Paz. That could be a factor to step up their game.
And despite that attack by De Los Santos, Austria gets a block point. And they are just pulling away here in set number 4, 20 serving 12. And the man of the moment, one of the men of the moment for Perpetual, that is, Kurt Rosos on the service area. Ismael sends the ball over easily. How will Perpetual respond?
You know, yung mga ganun, I mean, this is just my opinion. Yung mga ganung free ball, parang I would rather have it thrown sa likod para I have time to adjust.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
also
in
the
the
other
court.
team will have to give
Yes.
chase if you send the ball long.
Yes.
Ismael with an attack error. So, a poor reception and an attack error for Ismael on 2 successive sequences. At lalabas si Hero Austria. Papasok naman ng Perpetual itong si Brian Simangan. 22 serving 12. At dahil sa magandang laro ni Rosos, nandito pa rin siya sa loob ng court.
Yes.
De La Paz, Bustillo, and soft
Good
tip.
adjust there by Kuramen.
Soft tip by Kurame. At mukhang siya yung rallying point
Yes.
nitong Arellano. If they are to extend this game to a 5th set, but it will be a huge hill to climb.
Yes.
But Arellano still not giving up because Tan and Villados comes in for De Los Santos and also Bustillo. At ito si Adi Villados, their setter, straight to the service area for the Chiefs. Villados taking his time, finding a gap in the Perpetual defense. Pero diretso kay Simangan yung bola. Simangan will attack, blocked. Simangan, one more try. And that's good for Brian Simangan.
Yeah. Saktong-sakto walang tao dun sa area na yun, sa court ng Arellano.
Yeah, kapag yung ganyan maganda yung pasok ni Simangan. Yung unang pasok niya,
Yes.
score agad. So it's now a 10-point advantage for Perpetual. This has been the biggest lead in this game. Villados goes to Ismael rather. Yes, first point for Ismael in this game. So pumapalag pa itong Arellano,
Yes.
14 serving 23. But they have to do more. They have to string
Yes,
a lot of points
definitely.
together.
Especially with the absence of Carl Berdano.
Yes.
The attackers of Arellano has to step up talaga. Oh.
Yung tulak na yun ni Ramirez.
Yes.
Off jump na nga nagawan pa ng paraan.
True.
Kaya nangingiti na lang siya, nakapuntos pa yun. Pero that's not a laughing matter for Arellano, but Carl Berdal all smiles right now. He couldn't do anything because
Yes.
that's a tough injury,
Yes.
experiencing cramps. Lalo nakita natin
Oo.
how swollen that calf muscle is.
That goes out.
And that goes out. That service by Simangan. So that's 1 match point rather save by Arellano. But it's still a commanding 9-point advantage for the Altas. Kuramen with a serve. Lithuania back set. And that was
Still in
saved.
play.
And that's still good. Lithuania one more try. Medalya, no. Back set by Villados to Tan. And that's 2 points for the Chiefs. Too late the hero perhaps for Kim
Yes.
Tan. Could have happened earlier. But you have to give it to Arellano. I mean, they fought.
Yes.
Pero malaking bagay talaga na nawala si Carl Berdal dito
Yes.
sa set 4. Datu to De La Paz with an attack. But that was dug by Pepito. Simangan, second ball, sends it to Ramirez. Nandoon si Villados. Datu sends it to Tan. Block.
And
That's
no
ball
one
game.
there.
That kill block by Michael Medalya off that attack
Yes.
by Kim Tan closes this game in 4 sets. With the fourth set rather coming to the tune of 25-16. Kumalas na lang talaga sa dulo itong
Yes.
Arellano, and that big blow, that loss of
Not
Carl
having,
Berdal.
yes, not
Yeah.
having Berdal in the court.
Yeah, that was too much, and they didn't have enough ammunition
Yes,
to contend with the firepower of Perpetual.
yes.
So right now, Perpetual, the Altas goes to the semifinals, while Arellano goes to the classification
Yes.
phase. As we turn you over to our courtside reporter, Megan Cabrera, who has our player of the game.
Thank you so much, Lawrence. Kasama nga natin ngayon, Team Captain Louie Ramirez, our player of the game. Louie, ano masasabi mo sa laban ng team mo? I mean, it was tight the first 3 sets, then you pulled away sa 4th set. And how did you lead your team to the semifinals?
Siguro sa naging ginilaw ng mga teammates ko, gusto talaga naming makapasok sa sa semis. Kumbaga, pinokus namin yung team namin sa strategy about against sa Arellano. So maganda naman yung kinalabasan niya. Nakuha namin yung panalo.
Okay, ayan, Louie, ito na ang chance mo para bumate sa mga friends, family, fans natin na nanonood.
Binabati ko yung family ko ngayon sa Pangasinan na nanonood, tsaka yung mga teammate namin sa dorm na nanonood din. Yun lang. Salamat.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to you and your team. We look forward to seeing you in the semifinals. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Megan. Jovial mood for Louie Ramirez and the rest of the Perpetual Altas because they were able to close it in 4. As we check out some of the highlights from the first set, maganda pa yung panimula nga na talaga ng Arellano. They were right there.
Definitely.
And they were able to fight,
Yeah,
yes.
it was a really good matchup between these two teams kasi talaga hindi ganun kalaki yung point deficits against each other. And yun nga lang, sa 4th set, no, with the absence of Carl Berdal, dun na nag-pull away ang Perpetual.
At ito nga si Kurt Rosos, when he entered the game,
Yes.
immediate impact for him para dito sa panig ng Perpetual. And let's not forget, Arellano was able to snatch away the first set 28-26. So it could have gone their way
Yes.
if some of the breaks in sets 2 and 3 and maybe even set 4 went their way.
Yes.
Pero Louie Ramirez was just too much. Also Kurt Rosos and the rest of the Perpetual Altas too much,
Yes.
and they entered the semifinals. Meanwhile, up next, the old rivalry will be here next. Will it be Ateneo? Will it be De La Salle? Live here at the Paco Arena. Stay tuned for more. This is the V-League.